the scores, all the highlights, and the greatest fans. You're watching Mid-Michigan's original Hometown Hoops on NBC 25.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hometown Hoops. I'm Tom Esch. Now, I wasn't even sure if we were going to have a show tonight with all the school closings today, but the show must go on. I thought we'd have to talk for 15 minutes, Corey.
Thank goodness. Everybody at home's got, thank God the schools didn't close. I'm Corey Kopic. Hard to believe. Just a couple of weeks left in the regular season, though.
You'd feel like the temperatures would be warming up accordingly, but
you would think.
they're not. Thanks, Ty Shesky. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's tip it off tonight with a good one as well.
Flushing girls, unbeaten, unranked. That's unreal. Hosting Fenton tonight. Let's get right to it. One of several good divisional matchups. They were fired up from the tip-off. Cameron Chappell, nice move down low. Flushing goes up two. Then more Raiders early with the steal. Chappell
nice
up
pass.
to Lauren Neiman for the finish. Flushing starts the game on an 8-0 run, but
defense too.
Fenton not going away. Madeline Carr cross court to Sarah Cummings. She takes it strong. Tigers trail by 4, but Flushing too much at home. Claire Glauniak, the baseline jumper. Raiders win
Nice
at
jab
home,
step there.
68-29.
That was solid. Holly and Clio boys now. Here's the student section. Look at the Mustang, and then out of nowhere, a penguin.
A penguin.
Why not?
Penguin?
Just
Yeah.
like Billy Madison. Joined just after halftime, Broncos up 19 points. That Jake Daniels, he was on the sauce tonight, putting up 2. Mustangs, Isaac Casillas trying to lessen the lead there. They couldn't do a lot of that. Another blowout, 64-22. Holly wins tonight.
And that might have been the game of the night, but our game of the week, just as good.
It's been cool to see Lapeer come together this year, you know, with the consolidation and everything. I was out there the other day. Pretty fun to see them work together, and they probably surprised themselves how well they've been playing.
Not an easy thing to do. They're a very strong team, but so is Powers Catholic. Yeah. And those two teams squared off tonight in girls basketball.
Division lead on the line, too.
Division lead on the line. Both teams played excellent basketball in the first half. Powers led by 4 at the break. We're in the second half. Chargers going to run. Alexandra Thomas cuts right through the Lapeer defense and banks home the runner. Chargers are up by 6. Then watch this sequence. Brianne Brown gets the block down low, gets it ahead to Thomas. Thomas to Alexis Fisher. Now, where's Thomas? She's running the court for the easy bucket. That's how you win basketball games right there.
The 40s,
Powers blows the doors off of Lapeer in the second half. They win easily, 60-40. Head coach Tom Staudiker seemed pleased with his team's performance after the game.
I mean, really just playing team ball, both on the offensive side and the defensive side. We knew how good they were. It really just came down to our execution stuff we'd been practicing really all season long. We built our schedule. We played some pretty good teams coming along, so really that was in preparation for tonight. Playing some really tough teams, top teams rated in the state. So again, that was all for these types of games.
Coach rocking the boat. I like it. Morris and Hamady girls, here's some introductions. Those are always really choreographed these days. I don't know if I like that, but that was cool. First quarter, Morris comes out firing first with a steal. Courtney Wolf in transition, lays it in for 2-point lead. Now Hamady does respond. Sasha Penn with the steal. More like Sasha Fierce, also known as Beyonce. A little bit later, stops him. That was a stop and pop for the Lane. Hawks lead by 2.
Beyonce.
Second quarter, there we go. More Hawks kick it out to Jaleisha Terry for the 3 from the top of the key. That rhymes. Hamady takes a 44-32 win over Morris at home, Corey.
After a big win over Saginaw last Friday, Arthur Hill was at Midland tonight. Second quarter, Midland's Josh Hensel misses the 3. Virgil Walker gets the rebound and rolls in the hoop. It's Dow up by 6. The Midland fans were fired up for this game. Check out the juggling act of the rebound here. Arthur Hill's Eric Davis leaps and heaves and makes the easy bucket and draws a foul. Lumberjacks win big, 68-50.
Well, that's the first half of Hometown Hoops tonight. Much more to come, too, Corey.
Indeed. That includes hockey, not just hoops tonight, coming up after the break.
You're watching Hometown Hoops on NBC 25. Hey, we're up in the Cabbage. You're watching Hometown Hoops on NBC 25.
That was one of my favorite ones of the season. Welcome back to Hometown Hoops on NBC 25. Now, it's been cold. How cold were you tonight, Corey?
When you don't have any hair, this weather is like 10 times worse. Like, I had a stocking cap on and it was still cold.
I'm glad we know that you don't have any hair.
Yes.
You know, and this is confirmed, in case anyone was wondering. Well, one of the, a nice pun here, hottest teams out there, Lady Essexville Garber. They hosted Birch Run tonight, separated by just 1 game in the Tri-Valley East. Nice when your big man does this. CJ Glaza, coast to coast, he gets the rebound, then a dish to his brother Desmond Glaza, who makes the bucket. Big bucket there. Birch Run battling back, though. Peyton Miller here on the other end scores, converts, ends up on his back, and the foul. But on the other end, here's Trey Newsham for a little hanging layup. Garber makes just enough at the end, 49-42.
Girls varsity Mount Pleasant at Midland High in the waning minutes of the fourth quarter. The Chemic's Ellie Taylor passes to Jenna Query, who makes the easy layup. That makes it 38-26, now up by 12. Mount Pleasant fires back. Logan Bazowski, there it is, for the easy block. And then later in the half, Carly D'Alessandro bullying her way down the lane for the tough and one. Midland Dow wins 49-28, and with the win, Dow clinches the North Valley Championship.
I like when athletes smile.
I do too.
You know, it makes you feel good. Freeland hosting Ovid Elsie. Batman, Spider-Man, Buzz Lightyear. The Red Ranger not participating in the cheer tonight. Freeland out of the gate making buckets too, making several more than Ovid Elsie. Freeland wins 67-39 was the final. Well, you know what time it is?
I do know what time it is.
I was once known, I was written in the paper as a defensive monster in high school. That's why I like the full court press segment so much.
I don't know where to go from there. I don't know where to go from there. It's the full court press, though.
Yes.
One of our pivotal conference matchups tonight. The pressure was on tonight in these games. Ortonville, Brandon, and Kersley getting warm on a cold night at the start of the game. Kersley's Dietrich Young gets a basket and one. On the other end, Tariq Archibald responds with a jumper. Ooh. And then later,
nice move,
nice move for Tariq. That's a tough shot.
I can't do that. I can tell you that right now.
Later, out of the confusion, Bryce Jenkins to Young puts up another one. Kersley wins 65-49.
Moving on now, Dow over Mount Pleasant girls, 49-28. Bullock Creek girls, they remain perfect with a 64-28 win over Shepherd.
Beecher over Montrose, big, 77-50. Boys, Roscommon, Beaverton, 59 Beaverton, Roscommon 28, sorry.
All right, ranked team's doing pretty well tonight. A special transition tonight now for a special hockey game.
It was a fun hockey game. Some greats on the ice.
You were there.
I was there, and it was a zoo. It was just a madhouse.
Awesome.
The Flint Generals and the Red Wings alumni going at it at Perani Arena tonight. Standing room only. Wow. We're in the first half.
Cool to see that
it is really cool, yeah. First half, Eddie Mio stops the puck. It's batted in the air, and it seems to disappear. Joey Koster has no idea where it's at.
Hijinks, right?
Shenanigans.
Yeah, it looks like they're having a good time, trying to pick fights. The Red Wings did open up the scoring. Peter Klima to Pat Peak, bangs it in, and the Wings have the lead.
Seconds later, the Wings strike again. They were known for this. Jim Parsons takes advantage of a wide open net. Not that that's difficult. Wings win it 7-5.
I think it's more fun than anything else.
It was. They look like they're having a lot of fun on the ice out there.
Well, time is winding down, but it's time for a new segment, Corey and I's favorite play of the night.
I'm gonna go first. It's our Hotshots. And you can get involved too, but I'm gonna start it off first. Arthur Hill taking on Midland, the juggling act. Arthur Hill's Eric Davis twisting under the rim, gets the bucket to go. Lumberjacks win tonight big.
I think that was my hot shot, Corey. I'm not sure.
No, that was my hot
shot.
Beautiful
pass. I don't think we're going to argue about it tonight because my hot shot is also actually a pass out of a triple team. What a debut to this segment.
That's
Bryce
awesome.
Jenkins to Dietrich Young. That was pretty. That was in Kersley's win over Ortonville Brandon. So I'd say vote for me, but then you'd be voting for Cordy too on mynbcnews.com.
We should talk about that next week.
We should discuss this beforehand. It's funny though.
It is funny.
We're on the same page tonight.
Go
Corey.
to our Hometown Hoops page right now for more scores and highlights.
Yeah, for Corey Kopic and the rest of the Hometown Hoops crew, have a great night.